It is currently the afternoon. It's Sunday. Today was a really weird day for me. I don't know. Like I'm feeling okay, but a lot has happened, and it's currently raining outside as well. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry, but it's kind of nice. Like I actually like the sound of the rain. Um, yeah, I've had a lot of realizations in my life, like where I am currently, what's going on. I don't know why it's taking me so long to realize certain things in my life, like, but I think being honest with myself and moving forward is just the best thing for me to do at the moment in my life right now. Um, and yeah, just like I feel like a load of baggage has been like released from my mind and like myself, but yeah, it's just like I don't know. The whole day, no, not the whole day. Like the past 3 days, I felt not a sense of anxiousness, but just like I wouldn't even say restlessness, just like not feeling comfortable where I am. Um, and I don't know, it's just taking me a lot to like let go of certain things in my life and kind of not being like, sorry, I'm getting so distracted by random shit. Um, Not being like attached to everything that I want, and I think that's the thing. I think I felt very heavy for the past few days because see what I mean? Like I'm literally yawning. Um, I felt very heavy for the past few days because there were certain things I was holding on to that were really just weighing my energy down, and I was like so hyper fixated on, and I didn't need to be. Um, and yeah, it's just like I don't know. I've been through a lot of like cycles and habits that I've had to just get over and move on from. But yeah, I don't know. I think just coming in a state of present, coming into a state of presence and like awareness of my life and what matters and what doesn't is really good right now. And yeah, like I've put my attention to just like what does matter, and obviously I'm not going to be putting my attention on what doesn't. But yeah, I don't know, just like really being honest with myself, my situation, not lying to myself, and telling myself a full story of how I actually feel about my life, and like actually being real with my emotions. And I think we do that to ourselves a lot. Like we disregard our emotions and we say, you know, it's not as bad as, you know, I'm saying it is, but in reality it probably is as bad as it is, and you're just not being honest with yourself. Um, and it's not something scary to think about, but it's like you've got to come to the reality of some situations. Sometimes you can't constantly tell yourself something that isn't true, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like I know now why I've been distracted myself, and I think not even distract myself, but just not being aware of what I'm doing. And I mean, I don't know. It's just like life is always gonna be hard. Do you know what I mean? Like we're all gonna have our own struggles and stuff, but I think getting through the hard emotions and being aware of certain things in your life that you don't want to carry on doing is really good, because a lot of us focus on things that we know aren't good for us, and because we carry on focusing on those things, we don't feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're if you're constantly focusing on something that you know you don't want to be doing, or you know is bad for you, but you put a like false narrative behind it of like, oh, I think this will make me feel better, you're gonna cause yourself more suffering. And like for me, I realize this with a lot of situations in my life, but it's like you're only gonna make yourself feel worse by saying it will make you feel good short term, because long term it probably won't. And I know for me, I deal with like a lot of grief over certain things that I think are desirable, and when they actually I experience them, I'm like, what the hell? Like, think of the, you know, thought that I had, or, you know, feeling that I thought I would get. But it's like, yeah, we get that a lot in our lives because we're not being honest with ourselves, or we're not being truthful about a certain situation. And I think with like the universe and how God works, it's like, you know, they can only do so much with you taking so much action in your life. And like, for me, I know if you're not being truthful to yourself and you're not taking action towards what you want to be doing and what you know is right for you, you're always going to be unhappy, or you're not going to feel right, because you know you either deserve better or you should be somewhere that's more better for you. And like, if you don't be honest with yourself to know that and like acknowledge that, you're never going to be where you want to be. And yeah, I don't know, it's just like knowing that, but also like just growing from that is really good. And yeah, it's just like you can't just lie to yourself about certain things. Like, it's just not gonna make you feel good. And like having a certain desire for something and then thinking it's gonna be a fix is also not good. But I think just being fully aware of why you do certain things and if it's actually going to be helpful is really good as well. But yeah, I've definitely gone through a lot these past few days and just this week in general. But I think I'm coming to terms with a lot of things, and I'm also opening up my mind to like new possibilities and what, you know, things I don't have to really focus on so much that I have been focusing on. But yeah, I think as well the universe or God, whichever one you call it, you sometimes have to go through the worst or a lot to truly understand what does matter and what doesn't. So yeah, if you've been through a lot or you know that you're struggling right now, just know that's okay, because you probably needed to get through this like season in your life to get to where you want to be. And I don't know, like with my situation, it was like more I was forcing ideas or certain narratives to fit my story, and not realizing how it's not in alignment with myself or who I truly am, and it's also probably not in alignment with people around me, you know? But yeah, I think that's all I had to say. But it's really windy outside, which is not good. It's like a thunderstorm. So I'm gonna go, but yeah, I hope this helps someone out there. But also, just I'm being honest with myself to like, you know, get rid of these emotions that I'm feeling. Not really get rid of them, actually, just like feel them, acknowledge they're there, and like release them. So yeah, I hope this helps someone out there, and I'll see you in the next one.